Hey there, good morning everyone. Friday the 8th of July 2022. This morning's devotional is a reading from Proverbs chapter 23 verse 16, which reads, "My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right." The tongue, a small organ of the human body, and many of us take our tongues for granted. But have you ever considered what is their purpose in life? Over the next few days, we will be having a look at the purpose of the tongue as well as the dangers of the tongue. So, the tongue is actually a digestive organ and a muscle that is anchored to the floor of the mouth. And you might be asking yourself, well, what is the function of the tongue? What does the tongue do? While the tongue plays several roles, the main job is to help us eat, as it enables us to suck, turn food into a swallowable form, and begin the process of swallowing. Beyond eating, it is vital for sucking and breastfeeding, chewing, grinding, salivating, tasting, touching, speaking, and defending the body against germs. I bet you didn't know your tongue was that useful. It also helps to move food around our mouths and helps us to chew it and then swallow it. And so here are 4 functions of the tongue, maybe 5 if you look at the last one. These being tasting, chewing, speech formation, and sound formation. And this little organ helps us as we taste food. For example, it can distinguish between sweet and sour, bitter and salty. And the 5th taste sensation, which is called the umami, results from tasting glutamate, which is found in many foods which contain MSG. The tongue is also very active even when we are not thinking about it. It licks, tastes, and helps our mouth and ourselves in day-to-day speech and can produce more than 90 words per minute using 30 different movements. That's because it helps us to speak. Speech is the product of the air leaving the lungs via the mouth, and only when the tongue, lips, and teeth work together do sounds from the throat turn into words. Have you ever tried to speak not moving your tongue or your lips or your mouth? Even my tongue's moving. But now that we know the tongue's many functions, you can probably understand why it's essential to keep it healthy. Luckily, tongue upkeep is as simple as maintaining good oral health, brushing twice a day, and flossing. When it comes to tongue scrapers, some say that a tongue scraper could lead to a fresher breath. However, there's no evidence to support that. But if you like the feeling, you can add a tongue scraper to your oral hygiene as well. If you're concerned about fresh breath, speak to your dentist the next time you visit him. Your tongue is involved in quite a few mouth maneuvers, from eating to talking to swallowing. Now that you know a little more about this vital part of your mouth, perhaps even some handy facts that you can keep at the tip of your tongue. My dear friends, you probably thought, what a crazy and wacky message this morning. But a bit of biology about our bodies has never done anyone any harm. Bear with me as we, over the next few days, investigate this powerful, little, small, sometimes obscure muscle and organ in our bodies. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.